Hey everybody, this is Nathan McCorkle, and real quick today I want to talk about a subject that has been known by many as posture, right? Your emotions really affect the people around you. It doesn't just affect you. So whatever emotional state you're in, it doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone around you. So you can say all of the right things, right, to all of the right people, but if you're not transferring the right spirit behind it, your results are going to be very, very minimal. See, your emotions are expressed in three different ways. And I'm going to tell you these three different things. See, imagine if you could walk into a room and just like a lion, dominate the jungle. Whether it's your business, it's a presentation, whether it's teaching a Bible study, whether it's inviting somebody to church to look at your business, whether it's your marriage, parenting. See, all areas of our life are affected, by our emotional state, really, what we're transferring to the people around us. And again, it's expressed in three different ways. So I'm going to give you these three different ways. And my goal is you can reverse this. So instead of letting your emotions just dictate these three different expressions, you can control these three different expressions, and it will affect your emotional state and what you're transferring to people. And in other words, you can have a lion-like posture, right? So first, let's go to the Bible. See, Psalms 121:1 says, "I will lift mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help." You know what he's telling us? God's telling us, you know what? You just need to get up. You need to look up. See, when you're depressed, what are you doing? Your shoulders are down. You're looking, you're frowning on your face. Your muscles in your face are down. You're looking down. He's telling us, get up, right? A just man falls 7 times and rises up again. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. So the first thing you need to do is affect your body language. See, body language is very important. See, notice a lion, it's called the king of the jungle. But did you know the lion's not the fastest animal in the jungle? It's not the fastest, nor is it the strongest. It's not even the most intelligent animal in the jungle. So why is it called the king of the jungle? I'll tell you why. Because when it walks into a jungle, it dominates the jungle with its posture. It immediately gets respect by every animal. They start to back up. They take notice of the lion. Its body language is strong. It's looking up. It knows what it came for, and they know that it's posture, and so they respect the lion. When's the last time you walked into a room and there was respect? Not because you created fear, but because of what you stood for, because of the confidence that you radiated. See, your body language is very, very important. So the first thing I'm asking you to do is I need you to get up. I need you to look up. I need you to start thinking right when you walk into the room, which that alludes to our second thing is what are you thinking about? See, Philippians 4:8 says, whatsoever things are true, just, pure, honest, lovely, of a good report. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. So what are you focusing on? When's the last time you went shopping for a car, for example, or you bought a car, whatever car you have right now? Can we agree when you got that car, all of a sudden you started seeing that car everywhere? Yes or no? Man, everybody's got this Chrysler 300. Everybody's got this Jeep or this Honda or whatever car it is. You started seeing it everywhere. See, there's a part in our brain, it's called the reticular activating system, right? The RAS. And simply put, it's your goal-seeking mechanism. It starts to see everything that you're focusing on. So you've heard it, where focus goes, energy flows, right? See, our senses are bombarded with billions and billions of sensory imaging. See, if you tried to funnel it all into your mind, you would have a nervous breakdown. So what your brain does is it filters out everything, and it only sees what you're focusing on. That's why it's so vital to write down your goals, your plan, and your deadline, and to focus on it every day, all throughout the day. That's why the Bible says praying without ceasing. It means all throughout the day you have to be intentional about what you're focusing on, because where focus goes, energy flows. See, if you're dwelling on negative things, somebody did you wrong, and you're just focusing and dwelling on those things, you're going to be in an emotional state. So what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on right before you walk into a room to show somebody the business? What are you focusing on right when you get home and it's time to show up in your marriage? You had a long day, it was a tough day, and then you show up and you're transferring that. See, what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on before you try to invite somebody to church? Invite somebody over the phone to take a look at your opportunity. So you've got to control what you think about. You've got to control what you're focusing on. And lastly, what are you speaking? See, the Bible tells us in Proverbs, it says, life and death is in the power of the tongue. See, whatever emotional state you're in, it's going to be expressed in the words that you speak, right? What are you speaking? If someone's depressed, what words are they speaking? If somebody's positive, what words are they speaking, right? Can we agree that whatever emotional state you're in or somebody else you know is in, it's going to be expressed in their body language. It's going to be expressed in the words that they're speaking. And lastly, it's also going to be expressed in the focus. So if you can control those three things, just take a couple minutes before you start inviting people. A couple minutes before you start sharing a Bible study, a couple minutes before you show a business presentation, just a couple minutes, so that when you walk into your jungle, you can show up like a lion and you can earn that respect. You can dominate in your jungle, your body language, get up, your words, speak up. A lion, it roars, it speaks up, speaks life. And lastly, what you focus on, think of, right? You're a child of God. And so that's it. I just wanted to give you those key pointers, something I do every time before I step into my jungle, right? Before I step home, I want to channel and be intentional about those three key areas. And if you can do that, I promise you, if you combine that with what you're doing, it's going to give you a much greater result in your efforts.